Hello, brawlers. Thanks for dropping by. Alright, let's start this off. What is Bakugan Advance? Or also informally known as Moxie format. It is an intermediate level custom fan format that utilizes the new G3 Bakugan to their full potential, accounting for their diverse stats and potential abilities in a balanced manner. The official game created by Spin Master was a bit too random for my taste, to put it lightly. I wanted to make a fast-paced, fun and engaging skill-based game. I can't really say it's purely my creation at this point. It's ours. I made the base mechanics and gameplay, but the community as a whole has pitched in with ideas in the balance of the gameplay. And Syntax Sundere edited my wording. My grammar's not the best. Thanks, buddy. This game is also compatible with virtual brawling. So, what do you need to play? You will need 3 Bakugan and 3 core bottoms, and their respective character cards. 3 green fists, 1 flaming fist, 3 orange shields, 1 magic shield, 1 helix. I have the picture up for reference. Your opponents will bring the same. Make sure to mark your cores. It doesn't matter what's written on the cores anymore. The cores represent an action, not a stat increase or debuff. I know everyone and their mom has trash cores that never get used, because Spin Master loves to give bad cores. Really, who's gonna use this? And voila, just like that, these cores get a second chance at life. The core values are rewritten as Green Fist, it's a light attack for 100. Flaming Fist, it's a heavy attack for 200. Orange Shield is a block for 100. Helix, it heals you for 100. Against an attacking core, if the defendant has the power stat equal to or higher than the attacker, you heal first. And Magic Shield, it's a parry, it's a conditional block. If the defending Bakugan has equal or higher power stat compared to the opposing Bakugan, it blocks all damage. If it fails to block, take half of the damage that would be otherwise taken. Unboosted Green Fist is blocked regardless of any other damage calculations. You will need cards or some sort of tokens to represent health for tracking purposes. I personally suggest cards since they take up less space. Like any spare Bakugan, Pokemon, or Yu-Gi-Oh cards, they just represent health in multiples of 100. And optional, up to 3 special attack bottom attachments with ripcord, card, and their respective cards. Character card stat definition. Heart, it's the health. The amount of damage a Bakugan can take before being knocked out. Flaming Shoe, it's the speed or priority. This applies mainly between 2 attackers. Blue Impact, it's the power stat. This mainly applies between an attacker and a non-attacker. All players start off with 600 points of health. The win condition of this game is to defeat 3 opposing Bakugan or completely deplete the opponent's life points. Turn structure. Preparation phase. This is where players select their Bakugan and choose their attack target. Battle phase. This is where players roll their Bakugan and calculate damage. Closing phase. This is the last chance to play heroes or equip special attack gear before the turn ends. End phase. Ends the turn. So we begin the game by flipping a coin, rolling a die, or rock paper scissors to decide who places the core first. Place cores on the field one by one, alternating turns until all the cores are on the field. All the Bakugan start off with normal core bottoms. All the character cards start face up, face down if defeated. When a Bakugan is defeated, the player takes any remaining damage. All players select their Bakugan at the same time. Note, you can't swap your Bakugan out unless you pay a retreat cost. And how do you switch your Bakugan? You can switch during either the preparation or closing phase by paying a retreat cost of 2 cores. It could be any cores your team has. All players roll or spin their selected Bakugan at the same time, from 2 cards length, 6 cores, or 7 inches away. Before the roll, all players declare a target in case of landing on an attacking core. In a 2-player game, the default target is the other player, no need to declare. All players agree on what cue to roll their Bakugan on. Example, 3, 2, 1 go, 3, 2, 1 Bakugan brawl, whatever. This was a rule implemented to not break the game. there needs to be some cores on the field. There must be on the field as many attacking cores as there are opponents. If there's 2 players, it's 2. At the end of the turn, the player with the highest amount of attacking cores must return the one with the highest value back onto the field. Opponents select the location. If both are tied, you just choose where each other's cores are going to go. The highest value core is the Flaming Fist. Energy. Cores are treated as energy or mana in this format. Whatever core you land on, you keep after every battle. They may be used to pay for retreat costs, special attack gear, and heroes. When your Bakugan is defeated in battle, you may select any core that was attached to your active Bakugan and transfer it to the upcoming monster taking its place. Return all other cores back onto the field. Flip the character card face down. Hero or Brawler cards. Each player may bring 3 Brawler cards to use at their discretion, and their boost lasts for 1 turn. Brawler cards cost 4 cores to play, and can only be played once per turn. Any set of cores may be used to exchange for Brawler cards, as long as they are held by your party. Color for boosts are decided by the Bakugan's top character card. Once the turn is over, the card is sent to the discard pile. Brawler cards may be retrieved from the discard pile by paying 3 cores. Special attack gear. Once the player has collected one of each type of core on a single Bakugan during either the preparation or closing phase, the player may exchange those cores and place them back onto the field to equip the special attack bottom piece. The special attack card is now placed underneath the Bakugan's character card and now has a new stat total. Any additional health boost is combined to the current amount of remaining health. Moxie. While equipped with the special attack bottom, during the preparation phase you may equip or remove a power ring. While equipped with said power ring, whatever core your Bakugan opens on has its boost doubled, with the exception of the magic shield. That works as per before, but add 100 health after damage calculation. You must spin the Bakugan with the ripcord from 2 cards length, 6 cores distance, or 7 inches away from the closest core. This is an optional feature. You could totally roll without the ring, but you won't get the bonus. These things don't have very good accuracy. By definition, high risk, high reward. And now lastly, the character card ability effects. Reroll is probably the most powerful effect in this game because the majority of the monsters are vanillas. This one's the one with the most amount of caveats. You may reroll your Bakugan once per turn if you miss. Game state goes on hold. If a reroll effect has been used in a turn, it may not be used next turn. You may reroll even if the opponents miss. If the opponents use their reroll effect at the same time as you, the player that has the faster priority rolls first. If the same, roll at the same time. Any cores grabbed using the reroll are returned to the field by the opponents when they are exchanged or otherwise removed. If there are multiple reroll Bakugan in your party, add 1 additional turn for each member with the same ability. Example, if you have 3 of them, you're gonna have to wait 3 turns. Draw! If this Bakugan defeats an opposing Bakugan this turn, you may return a Brawler card from the discard pile to the unused pile. This effect is deactivated if it has Moxie. Crash! If your active Bakugan opens but drops the core, it fumbles. You may remove a core from your party to immediately gain health, based on the number. The opponents select where that core will go. If the value is a reroll instead of a number, you may reroll your Bakugan when you open without a core. Enemy territory. If you open on a core that was originally brought in by the opposing player, the Bakugan gains the value for speed for that turn. The opponent that this core originally belonged to will choose where that core goes when it's lost or exchanged through any means. This effect is deactivated if the Bakugan has Moxie. If the value on the symbol is a reroll or draw effect, disregard the enemy territory. Clan bonus. If the clan member threshold to obtain the bonus is reached, the bonus is applied to the lowest stat of the Bakugan's base form. If the lowest stat is tied, it goes to the rightmost stat. Example, if the tied stats are health and power, the clan bonus goes to the power stat. Versus. It's very similar to the clan bonus, but you're hoping your opponent actively brings something that's going to trigger your effect. The effect goes away if they switch out for something else. And that's pretty much it. I try to keep this video around 10 minutes. If you guys want to try out this game but you don't have anybody to play with in person, we do have Discords that you can play with other people via virtual brawl, so you can at least test out the game. I'll have the links down below in the description. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask down in the comment section. And anyways, thank you for dropping by.